Important news, big news, long overdue. President Trump has taken control of the District of Columbia, the cesspool, the swamp known as the District of Columbia. It's important because not only is there rampant crime in DC, but there's rampant lawlessness in terms of obeying any law. And you might remember who the mayor is, Muriel Bowser, who had Black Lives Matter erected, a plaza in favor of this group. Unbelievable. And she did that right in front of the White House, right in front of President Trump's face. Well, this is a message to all of these major cities that are run by DEI mayors, people in these positions of power who frankly do not have the competence, do not have the IQ, do not have the political will, and frankly, who are socialists, communists, atheists, and you name it. And I'll refer to the mayor of Los Angeles as well, Karen Bass, as well as several others, the mayor of Chicago, the to-be mayor of New York, this Mandami character. President Trump is right. He's not a socialist. The guy's a communist. And he's obviously aligned himself with terrorist groups such as Hamas. Portland, Seattle, Atlanta, you can go on and on and on. And I have to laugh a little bit. You know, it's very serious. But Trump's taking control of DC, just like the Israelis are taking control of Gaza City. There's some similarity here. So I just want to say that Freedom Watch is here to support President Trump. We will back him up in what he does, particularly in this regard. We don't always agree on everything. Nobody does. But I think he's doing a fantastic job. And I think that Attorney General Pam Bondi is also doing a fantastic job. And we see that Jeanine Pirro, U.S. Attorney in the District of Columbia, is behind this. We have Ed Martin, who's running the Anti-Weaponization Task Force in the Justice Department. He was promoted to Associate Attorney General. There are a lot of people that Freedom Watch can work with. We are your real Justice Department, free of politics. We'll last long beyond the Trump administration. We want Trump to do very, very well, but he's only got 3.5 years left. And he's going to need a partner, and he has a partner in us. And we're bringing hard-hitting cases, citizens' grand juries to enforce the rule of law, particularly against rogue and dishonest and corrupt federal judges. We have cases against communist China for COVID, cases against Joe Biden, his wife Jill, you want to call her that, I don't know what she is at this point in time, and the doctor in the White House, Kevin O'Connor, and Kamala Harris for defrauding Floridians and Americans leading up to the 2016 and 2024 elections that Joe Biden was capable of being president. He's not. He was physically and mentally brain dead. So this is the kind of stuff we do, and we need your strong support. And I hope that you'll go to freedomwatchusa.org and contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. Join our Justice League. Become part of the solution, not the problem. We, the American people, can rise it up. We must rise up. We cannot ask President Trump to do everything. We have to do things for ourselves, and we need to support him. That's my message for today. He's taking strong action to protect you and your loved ones. Innocent kids have been killed in the District of Columbia recently. There have been huge numbers of carjackings. If you want to commit a murder, I'm being facetious, obviously, go to the District of Columbia. 80% of all murders go unsolved, much less many uneven investigated. This is a beautiful city. We need to restore it. I do believe we should take the capital out of the District of Columbia and put it somewhere else, put it down south or put it in the west. But as long as it's there, it deserves our respect and deserves our standing up for it. And we need to make sure that District of Columbia is a safe place, that it's a place that obeys the law, and we should do everything we can within our power to make sure that it upholds the Constitution. Part and parcel to what goes on in the District of Columbia is the District of Columbia Bar, of which I've been a member for almost 40 years. And I got to tell you something, it's corrupt to the core, the disciplinary council. They're trying to eliminate conservative lawyers so we can't support President Trump. And I need your support on that at Freedom Watch, because we're bringing class actions on behalf of conservative and Republican activist lawyers that have been persecuted. People like Rudy Giuliani, who's been disbarred. People like Jeffrey Clark, where a recommendation to disbar him came down recently. He was a Trump Justice Department official. simply supporting President Trump in the 2020 elections. Many, many more. I've been fighting them for 14 years. Kellyanne Conway was subject to a complaint. What did she do? Even Attorney General Bill Barr, who's on their side, got one just because he was a Trump Attorney General. You've got Senators Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley. You've got many, many others. John Eastman, the fine law professor from Chapman, and others who have been subjected to this behavior. President Trump needs to act against them as well. He needs to take control of the District of Columbia. It's a federal enclave. He can do that legally. There's no doubt that he can do that. And the rat's nest needs to be cleaned out. People like Hamilton Fox and Julia Porter of the DC Bar Counsel, they need to be removed peacefully and legally. They claim absolute immunity. They think they can do whatever they want. The DC Court of Appeals claims to have given it to them without any authority from the DC Council. Totally illegal. The nation's capital is out of control. It's getting worse. So I take my hats off to President Trump. He needs to be declared a federal enclave, and he needs to clean out the rat's nest now. In effect, he's declared martial law by taking over the police department and sending in the National Guard. It needs to be done. It's long overdue. And please support Freedom Watch, because we're at his side and we're taking actions. I already have about 12 lawsuits just against the DC Bar. I got to tell you something, and there'll be more in the near future, as well as other matters that deal with the District of Columbia. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Remember, the Father and Son will help you only if you help yourself. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.